Pasa Zapari. Vamos a entrevistar a Tracy Duncan from la Cruz Roja y vamos para saber unas preguntas básicas, la gente que siempre ha tenido dudas. Por favor, can you tell us your name, your last name, please?
Sure, it's Tracy Duncan.
My question is, what do I need to go donate blood?
Sure. Here in Indiana, to donate blood, you just need a photo ID, and you can be 17 or older. There's no upper age limit, so anybody can come in and donate with a photo ID. Once you've donated, you'll get a little donor ID card, and you can bring that back the next time. And you come in and sign in, and we'll get you started in the process.
How many type of blood exist, or do you guys?
Sure. There are 8 basic types. There are 4, and then each of the 4 has a negative and a positive. So there are a total of 8 types that can be found. Some of those are more, not popular, but more prevalent, more common than others. There's O, A, B, and then an AB, and then each of those is positive or negative.
There's no C, right?
No C.
Okay. Who are the people who needs more blood donation?
Our blood products go to a wide variety of people. I mean, you might think of, well, there's an accident and somebody gets injured and they might need blood, and that's true. Or people go in for routine surgeries and might have complications and need blood. But a lot of the blood we collect now actually goes to help cancer patients. More and more people have cancer and different types of cancer, and a lot of those cancer treatments involve receiving blood products, whether it's platelets or plasma or just whole blood.
People like I do have two tattoos, and am I still able to donate blood?
You are able to donate blood as long as you receive those tattoos in a licensed shop.
All right. And also, I would like to know what do I need to what do I need to eat before I go to donate blood?
Sure. We like to tell people to just kind of eat regular meals like you normally would. It's not a good idea to skip meals. If you know that you tend to be anemic or that you tend to have low iron, we would encourage you to eat things that are rich in iron, leafy green vegetables, maybe have a steak or some sort of meat, that kind of thing. And then the other big thing that people forget to do is drink lots of fluids. Because if you're going to come in and donate blood and we're taking blood, which is a fluid out of you, you need to have lots of fluids to make sure that you still feel okay.
So it doesn't matter what time I go to donate blood? It can be in the morning, evening, afternoon?
It can be any time of day, whatever's more convenient for you. But even if you come in the morning, we like to make sure that you still have a regular breakfast before you come in. Don't skip a meal. It's not, a lot of people get confused because if you go to the doctor's office and you have to have blood drawn for a test, sometimes they want you to fast, so you aren't allowed to eat anything. But with blood donation, we want to make sure that you have some sort of meal to help keep you feeling good through the process.
What time is it open, the office? Can anybody go anytime?
We have different hours for our 2 donor centers here in Fort Wayne, and those are posted on our website. They vary from day to day. And then we have lots of mobile blood drives that are around in the community. You may see a sign out in front of a business or a hospital, or you might just see our blood mobile, the big Red Cross bus that says we're collecting blood.
Can you tell me your phone number if somebody want to know more information about
Sure.
it?
You can call 1-800-RED-CROSS, and if you call that number, you can find out where there are blood drives available. You can schedule an appointment, and that's the fastest way to get through. That way you don't have to wait if there are a lot of people in line. You can also go to redcrossblood.org and find out by zip code, or you can punch in your address and find out what blood drives are there. You can find out what promotions we have. A lot of times we have special drawings for our donors, or we might have a special promotion where we give away an incentive if you come and donate blood, and so you can find all of that online.
It doesn't matter what race you are to go donate blood?
Absolutely not. We encourage everyone to come donate, and in fact, the more diverse communities who come to donate can then help their communities. One of the prevalent diseases in the African American community is sickle cell. Well, we found that African American donors have more of the specific markers and antibodies in their blood that match up for African American recipients. Same thing in the Hispanic community. It's an area that we really need people to come and donate and help their own community.
What about if somebody is afraid of needles? I'm not, since I got 2 tattoos, but there's people who are afraid, like, oh no.
Well, and there are people who have tattoos and tell us they're afraid of needles. So if you're afraid of needles, and that's perfectly normal, I don't think anybody's a big fan. We'd be worried if you said you like needles. But if you come in and let us know, I'm really afraid of needles, or I had a bad experience, we'll take extra special care. The collection techs, our professional staff, have all kinds of little tricks, and you don't even notice that they're sticking a needle in one arm because they distract you over here.
What about if somebody has HIV and you guys find out, you know what, you cannot do it, and it's okay, like, I do not have that, but like, somebody, is it his privacy or her privacy, is it protected still?
Absolutely. Everything we do, we want to make sure that our donors are protected. So when you come in and you sign in and say, I'm here to donate blood, we take you into a private room where you'll answer a series of questions about your health. Hopefully everybody's honest with us, but if they're not, or if they just don't know, maybe they're not aware that they have hepatitis or that they're HIV positive, we send all of the blood off to be tested before it goes into our system for patients. And if anything shows up, even if it's a false positive, we have a special group of people who their entire job is to call and notify donors that something showed up in their blood test, and then we help get them to medical professionals for further testing.
What happens to my blood after it's collected? Do you guys mix it with some other blood, the same type of it? Do you guys put it in the freezer, in the fridge?
Whole blood we can freeze. So it's possible that if we had enough of your type on hand, we could freeze your blood and then use it later. If you come in and donate platelets, or if we separate your blood out into the 3 components, not all of it can be frozen. So as I mentioned, a little bit goes off to our testing lab, and they'll test for all sorts of diseases. If everything comes back clean, then it goes into our distribution system and can be used at any of the hospitals.
All right, thanks for the information. Now I can tell my cousins who are 16 years old, or my grandmothers, they're not 96, but they're around that age, they can still donate. And thank you, aquí estamos en ¿Qué pasa? Y aquí estuvimos con Tracy Duncan, y no se los olvide hablar el teléfono. What's the number?
1-800-RED-CROSS.
1-800-Red Cross. Gracias.